Well, hey everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot, and today you guys, I want to take a look at the protests again and where all that's going. But I want to take a look at Gavin Newsom. Gavin's making some big moves. Now, one thing I have to say about Gavin Newsom, okay? And you know what's actually really interesting is when Biden was getting ready to go out, I was getting a lot of Gavin Newsom, potential president vibes, right? So I want to take a look at that and see what's going on. Now, I know that Gavin Newsom, he's being phenomenal. He's doing great. He is, not perfect. He's a politician. So, there's positives and negatives to every person. But I will say this, like there's things that he does, like his podcast and some of the guests he's had. I'm not very thrilled about that. However, the way he's standing up to Trump right now, I'm very impressed. He's doing what leaders need to do right now. So, with that being said, I've been chatting. Okay, let's just jump right into it. So what I want to do is I want to look, first of all, I want to look at Gavin Newsom's energy moving forward. What is his... First, I want to look at his legacy, okay? His big picture. So that's what we're going to look at first. Big energy. This is like life trajectory stuff, okay? So some of this could be stuff that's already happened. This could be where he's going. But this is general energy for Gavin Newsom. Now, as always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinion, and please be kind in the comment section down below to one another and to me. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, okay? And this is not for my regular viewers because you guys are phenomenal. Anywho, let's just jump right into this. So, Gavin Newsom has a lot of big energy, you guys. A lot of really big energy. And I think it's also worth noting that we have two king cards here. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so Gavin Newsom has the Five of Cups reversed. Now, Five of Cups reversed is heartbreak, it's grief, it's going through some stuff, right? It's having kind of a rougher road. But when the Five of Cups is reversed, like it is here, that means that you've hit your lowest point and you're beginning to heal. So whatever hardships have happened in Gavin's life, I think the tragedies are over. Okay, now I don't know anything about Gavin Newsom other than he was married, I think, to Kimberly Guilfoyle, which she looked a lot different back in the day. I look at them now and I just think how, but people change a lot. So, but beyond that, I don't know anything about Gavin Newsom. Okay. So that's the first thing I'm seeing. The challenge is the King of Rods. So this is a leadership, being forced into a leadership position. Well, I mean, he chose to go into politics. He chose to run for governor. So he put himself in a leadership position. But beyond that, this is even bigger than that. He's being called right now to basically be the leader for really kind of the Democratic Party, honestly, because no one's really standing up, not the way that he is and the way that he's talking back to Trump. King of Wands energy is very this is very, what's the word, it's very noble, it's very strong, it's very motivational, it's passion. Wands are passion cards, they're like our fire. So this is his moment. This I think is what things have been building up to for him, for like his fate. The energy that he's coming from is this Ace of Swords. This is standing up against tyranny. This is standing up for what's right. This is a new opportunity. This is success. This is clarity, and this is conquest. So he is very, very clear on where he is going. He's very methodical. He like thinks 20 steps ahead, like 40. Who was saying that like Trump plays 4D chess or whatever silliness? Gavin Newsom plays 4D chess. Okay. Now the energy where he's going is he's going to have a reason to celebrate. Three of Cups. This is celebration. This is community, merriment. So he's going to have reasons to celebrate in the future. Now, this is, I always find it very, very fascinating when one specific card lands in one specific placement. And we have it in this reading. So this position right here is what is the fate? What is the destiny? What is the aim, right? Well, Gavin has the High Priestess. The High Priestess is, in my opinion, the most spiritually connected card, okay? The High Priestess is leaning into that knowing, that intuition. This is learning. This is knowledge. This is understanding things on a much higher level, vibrationally, spiritually. Gavin is meant to be in this moment at this time. He is exactly where he's supposed to be. When fate was written about what's happening right now, I firmly believe that he was written in, okay, if that makes sense. What he does not see coming is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very strong-willed, very striking man. This is someone who's very intellectual. This is what Gavin doesn't see coming. So this could be a few different things. You know, we're going to have to kind of like wait and see, but this could be a mentor coming in. This could be someone coming and partnering with him. With the King of Swords being in the upright position, I don't feel like this is someone bad, okay, or a negative masculine influence. I feel like this is positive. And I'm wondering if this isn't some of Gavin's own energy coming through, like what he doesn't see coming is his need to step into this role of King of Swords. He needs to kind of come out of the King of Wands and, you know, come out of the passion and come out of the words and the rhetoric and go into the action. This is going to require action. Six of Pentacles is fate and destiny have been very kind to Newsome, very generous. He's had a very balanced life. Again, very rooted, very grounded, very good energy. Now, the environment is the Four of Swords reversed. And you guys, the Four of Swords reversed is the card of social unrest. This is like literally this card, one of the definitions is social unrest. That is very much the environment right now. Page of Pentacles reversed is a card that talks about unwelcome news regarding finances. So the fear could be, because this is hopes or fears, it could be losing funding for certain things. It's weird. I was trying to get more general energy on Gavin, more like bigger picture, but I think that the cards they're coming in a little tight, you know, they're coming in a little more specific to what's going on. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. The Seven of Wands reversed is doubting your purpose. It can be being indecisive. This is where he's headed. So you know, Gavin looks very strong, very brave, very collected, very articulate when he's being interviewed. But I do think there's a part of him that's wondering, am I up to this? You know, so many people get imposter syndrome. I don't know. I mean, some of you who have been with me for a while, I don't know if you guys know this or not, if I've shared it, but I have a master's degree in business, otherwise known as an MBA. And I have imposter syndrome. So like, I will go, like if I start a new job or start a new project or something like that, I will often feel like I'm not qualified for this. I'm not like good enough to do this. Now I've gotten a lot better over the years in controlling that, but it's a very natural thing because we all have we have that ego, right? That's like trying to protect us. So it tells us really terrible things about ourselves so that we stay safe and stay small. And yeah, my ego used to really, really hammer at me for that imposter syndrome. I feel like Gavin Newsome has those same vibes. Okay, you guys. So I want to look at the outcome for Gavin Newsome for these protests. And by the way, I've heard some people in the news refer to them as riots. These are not riots. These are protests. And there's a big damn difference. I'm going to say that. All right. You may have a couple random knuckleheads causing problems, but these aren't riots. These are not like Rodney King riots. Okay. So Gavin Newsome's energy, how this is going to work out, the protests, the LA protests. Man, I hate it when we get the... Okay. I was going to say, I hate it when we get the moon reversed, or the moon, especially in these readings, because what is the moon mean. It's secrets, things we don't know. It's stuff that's happening beneath the surface. It can be, you know, inconsistency, confusion, uncertainty, but oftentimes it's not a card of revelations. It's things that are hidden. So it's always so frustrating when we ask a question of like, okay, show me what's coming. And it's like, oh, it's a mystery. It's like, oh, come on, tarot. Okay, so looking at this, we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups this is representing two things to me, okay? There's a part of Gavin who's an ideologue. Is that the right? There's a part of him that feels like there's almost like a naivete, right? Where he's dreaming that like things can be different, things can be better. Not to say that things can't be different or better, okay? But as we've talked about on this channel, you know, this is just the beginning, right? We're headed towards a mess, you guys. And I think that Gavin might be a little too optimistic about what his opportunities are. His challenge is the Moon reversed. The Moon reversed is a card of inconsistency, confusion, uncertainty. So there's a lot going on. The energy he's coming from is this Knight of Pentacles reversed. Now, this is the slow walk that Trump has been doing. I mean, I guess it seems pretty fast. It depends on how you look at it, right? Sometimes it seems fast, sometimes it seems slow. But if you look at, you know, how long it took him to get the troops on the streets, and it's only a matter of time before he invokes the Insurrection Act or martial law. So this Knight of Pentacles is like the buildup to what's been happening. And now where we're going is the Six of Wands energy, or excuse me, not Six of Wands, Six of Swords energy reversed. This is a need to escape. This is being afflicted. This is not going to be good. You guys, we have destiny is unnecessary conflict. And what we don't see coming, once again, is social unrest. But here's Gavin, right? His energy is this Knight of Cups energy. Once again, this is that, you know, trying to bring in that dreamer energy. This is someone who's very charming, someone who's very affable. You know, he's a knight because he hasn't quite been a king yet. He's doing everything he can. He's there. He's trying to do the best he can, but his environment was the Seven of Wands reversed. The Seven of Wands reversed is a card of, you know, lacking confidence, not knowing what your purpose is, trying to figure things out, having a lot of strong opposition. Now, hopes and fears. We have the Lovers card. The Lovers card is all about making decisions, okay? This is about the duality of life. And the hope is that, you know, they can come together, he can partner, you know, Trump will be willing to do something. Other governors might be willing to partner with Newsom, other Democratic governors. There's, you know, I mean, they want to mitigate this as much as possible. The final outcome for Gavin Newsom in this situation is the King of Wands reversed. This is a tyrant. This is tyranny. This is restriction. Gavin Newsom is going to go up against it. Trump is not going to, okay, instead of telling you, let's look at the cards. How is Trump going to respond? Oops, sorry, you guys, I hit my camera. I talk with my hands so much, so I'm always like flailing around, and I'm sure you see the shadows on here as I'm like gesturing wildly behind the camera. You can see like my shadows moving. How is Trump, King of Pentacles, how is he going to respond to Newsom? Now that, because Newsom's kind of put it out there, like, you want to arrest me? You come arrest me, big guy. Like, let's do this. Like, put up or shut up. So now what's Trump going to do? Just to let you guys know, in case you're wondering, what decks I'm using. If you click on the description box down below this video, there is a link to my website, and on my website I have all of the different decks that I use and links to the information for the deck. Also, if you've ever been interested in booking a reading with me, you can also do that on my website. That is the only way I do bookings. I don't do them. I won't message you. I won't do anything weird. I won't contact you on a WhatsApp or anything like that. I only do them through my secured website, okay? So you can check that out there if you're interested. And just to let you guys know, I am really booked. So if you're wanting to get in, I would strongly suggest doing it sooner rather than later, because I'm filling up. Okay. So how is Trump going to respond to Gavin Newsom over this whole situation? 8 of Pentacles reversed. 8 of Pentacles reversed is feeling trapped in a situation, and it's usually a situation that has to do with work. Perfect, right? Trump is kind of trapped. He's got to do something. His back's against the wall, and he's got to respond. Or he doesn't have to, but we know he will. What is his challenge? His challenge is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is, this is, again, I'm getting some Gavin Newsom vibes. So the challenge is that people look at Gavin Newsom and they see him as someone who is trustworthy, someone who's dependable, someone who's rational, someone who's stable. So Trump is the one looking very irrational, unstable. Okay. And this is Newsom's energy, and that's the challenge to Trump, because Newsom's very much in this Knight energy. Now, the energy that they're coming from is the King of Cups energy. Again, King of Cups is very warm-hearted, very diplomatic. I do feel like, again, this is Gavin's vibes, it's like, and this is just coming from something different. The King of Cups is, we've never had someone, a politician, as unhinged as Trump. We've had him corrupt. We probably had him just as corrupt, maybe even more corrupt, but not as unhinged. Not as unhinged as Trump. For entertainment purposes only, by the way. My opinion. The energy where Trump's going to go, look at that. 5 of Swords. This is conflict. He's going to fight him. But this is also the card of defeat. He's going to fight him, and he's probably going to get defeated. He is going to get defeated. Not probably. He will. What is his destiny in this situation between Newsom and Trump? The 7 of Wands reversed. We keep getting this. This is that vulnerability. Trump is vulnerable. He has a lot of weaknesses. He's incredibly vulnerable. What he does not see coming, this is MAGA. I wonder if this is 6 of Cups is nostalgia. It's people remembering the past, but sometimes romanticizing the past, like clinging to it, remembering it in a way more fondly than it actually was. This is Trump, going back to like the good old days when America was great. And it's like, okay, America's never been great for everybody all at one time. So, and I love America. I'm proud to be an American. I love my country, but I don't love what's happening right now. Okay. So what he doesn't see, MAGA is going to impact this. I don't know if MAGA is going to turn on him or if MAGA is going to start. What my concern is honestly him trying to push us to a civil war, but we'll see. The energy, again, we keep getting the same cards, you guys. Page of Cups reversed. This is all about that being very immature. It's very childish. Trump is childish and immature, and that's the energy he's in. His environment is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is being indebted and dependent on someone else. So there's something going on here behind the scenes that's impacting his ability to respond. Okay, I don't think he's in debt to Newsom. I don't think that. But there's someone he's in debt to. There's an indebtedness that's going to come into play. I don't know how. But this is the card of, it's also the card of money that you expect doesn't appear. So it could be, again, Trump cutting off funds from Newsom. It could be. The hopes or the fears for the situation is the Hanged Man reversed. So this is about prophecy, self-sacrifice. But when it's reversed, it's about martyrdom. So there's that martyr card again that keeps showing up. The final outcome for the situation between Trump and Newsom is a need to escape. He's going to be looking for a way out. He needs out. He's going to be like a caged rat. If he doesn't, end up not being alive anymore, he is going to run. I know that a lot of readers have gotten that he's going to flee. I have not gotten that. I haven't gotten that energy. That's not to say that it's not going to happen. I've only been able to see him leaving, and it seems to me like death. But, you know, who knows, right? Everybody's interpretation is going to be a little bit different. So here's what I want to look at, okay? I want to take a look at the escalation of this, because this order that Trump used to bring the National Guard into Los Angeles was not written specifically for Los Angeles. It was written for the entire country. And they're already saying that they're going to deploy troops, National Guard troops, or maybe it's a specialized ICE group. I think that's what it is, like a tactical ICE group to Philly, Seattle, New York. Why am I forgetting? I'm forgetting a lot of cities. There's like 7 or 8 cities. So what is the result of this? What's going to be the result of this invasion by Trump and the military? We have the Queen of Swords reversed. This is making excuses for terrible behavior, which is exactly what we're seeing. So Trump he has terrible behavior. He's doing horrible things, and he's making excuses. Oh, it's Biden caused me to do this. Biden let all these people in. Biden's done all these things. His favorite thing to say. The challenge for these cities, these people are going, the military is going into these cities, is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is news. It's new opportunity. But this is also a card that's been coming up a lot. You guys have heard me say it. What does it represent? Men's what? Say it with me. Genitalia. Oh my God. I'm so glad you guys can't see my face right now, because it's seriously very red right now. Every time I say that word, I get embarrassed. So anyway, so this is like what we're seeing here is a show of force. And there have been images that have come up lately that show that Trump could potentially, possibly be wearing a Foley catheter. Now, you guys, if you've been with me, you know that I've predicted that Trump had prostate cancer. One of the things that can happen is that men lose bladder control. There's a lot of bladder issues that can happen with prostate cancer, especially men who've had radiation. I know this because my dad went through something really similar. He didn't end up with a catheter, but man, he got real close. And I'm almost wondering if that's not what's going on, because I feel like the issue is Trump's manhood. I feel like that is what's impacting all of this. Okay. I feel like he's taking it out. The fact that he's not as manly, he's taking that out on everybody. The energy that we're coming from is the 7 of Pentacles reversed. The 7 of Pentacles reversed is procrastination. Okay, so this procrastination card can mean a lot of different things. It can mean that Trump actually procrastinated a little bit before sending the troops out, which I think that they actually kind of did. This procrastination can also be how people are responding to this. So how are people responding to what's happening, these troops potentially coming into their cities? Are they going to procrastinate before they react? Because we're watching a lot of like slow reaction times. Is it procrastination, or has it been procrastination? The energy that we're going into is the Lovers reversed. Okay, this is a splitting up of a partnership. Okay, and it's also, when the Lovers is reversed, it's like a moral question that people have to ponder. This situation is very much a moral question. What side of the moral fence are you sitting on? Are you supporting the deportation, the illegal deportation of people without any due process, and also American citizens? Or are you on the other side where you're like, yeah, MAGA, get him out. I don't care. Who needs due process? You know, I'm just really wondering if we aren't headed towards some kind of a conflict on the streets, honestly. Okay, the destiny of these troops being out, I'm calling them troops, but I'm saying that in a very broad term. So yes, I know they're not sending troops out right away. It's going to start with those specialized ICE agents, and then chances are there's going to be National Guard right behind them, and then potentially, you know, Marines or whatever else. Okay, so the destiny of the situation is the world reversed. This is incomplete. This is incomplete. Trump is wanting to conquer the world, but it is not going to happen. What he doesn't see coming is the Six of Swords. This is a need to escape. This is leaving. This is going. It's going somewhere. It could be traveling. This could be troops being called in from other places. More deportations. They are going to be deporting people to Guantanamo Bay, I've heard. The energy behind these, what's coming in these cities, is the Four of Pentacles reversed. This is desperately trying to hold on. I feel like they're going to get more of a fight than they expected. I feel like the Trump regime is going to have to hold on real tight because they are not ready for the fight that Americans are going to give them. And that makes me really, really happy to see this. Good job, guys. Good energy. Okay, the environment is going to be the Ace of Pentacles reversed. This is disillusionment. This is disappointment. This is offers being made that aren't coming through. This is things being taken away. I feel like this is, you know, sending out troops and there's no place for them to sleep. There's no food. There's no water. I mean, this is just like things aren't funded. Everything is just, it's going to be a mess. There's not going to be, yeah, it's just a mess. This is terrible. Okay, the hope or the fear. Well, the fear is the Five of Swords. This is conflict, unnecessary conflict. And the final outcome for these cities that are about to have major ice raids is the Nine of Wands, you guys. The Nine of Wands is having to be defensive, having to be in a protective, you know, stance, protecting your communities and your neighbors. And it's going to be a hard battle and it's going to be tiring, but it's a battle that it's coming. It is coming. Okay, you guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts on Gavin Newsom? What are your thoughts on Trump? What are your thoughts on, you know, is Gavin, do you think he's going to make a run for president? Do you think he's going to make it through this situation okay? What do you guys see happening for Trump? This, again, is not looking good. If you guys have not seen my videos earlier this week, go check them out because I did a ton of stuff about Trump and the parade. By the way, I did say that the Pope was coming to America. See, again, why I tell you guys, do your own research and form your own opinions because I'm full of the false information lately, you guys. Okay, so the Pope is not coming to America. He's just doing a broadcast. Okay, so from Rome. So there, we've cleared that up. Thank you to everyone who corrected me on my last video. I appreciate that. I'm human, so yeah, totally, you guys. I love it because I make mistakes too. Like I said, I've told you guys this in the past. I watch just enough news to kind of understand where we're going. And I understand how, you know, how the government works, but not enough to immerse myself and lower my vibes. So I don't always have all the information. Plus, I like reading like that because I feel like I like to read more cold, you know. I don't like to read a bunch of stuff because then I can't tell if I'm reading it or if it's stuff I'm just recalling. So anyway, okay, that was long and rambly. If you guys are still with me and you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It is a fantastic way to help out my channel. And you can also subscribe. It's free. It's super easy to do. And if you'd like to take your support of my channel one step further, you can become a member. My members get access to member exclusive content, member only lives. It's a fun time over there, so you can go check it out. The link and the information is in the description box down below. It's 99 cents a month, and it's fantastic. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I flip cards, and I will see you guys in my next reading. Bye.